All right. Here we go. We're starting over. We recorded or attempted a recording of the testing portion of the show earlier, but the microphone wasn't on. So now here we are again. Thankfully, it wasn't that long. It was only like, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Wait, is it on now?
It's on now.
How do we know? Okay. Never mind.
How do I know? It's cause the microphone is on, right? I switched it on, and you see all the little squiggly lines here that are showing up on the.
Before.
No, it actually wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, it was just like a straight line, and I thought that was normal because maybe the microphone is too far away or whatever. But you see all those squiggly lines, like it wasn't like that before. It was just like all a straight line. And you just flipped off my microphone for whatever reason. You just gave my microphone the middle finger, and that's
it. Knock it.
And I'm gonna have to edit that out because you just did.
Oh,
that's
just
my
did
fucking.
That too?
Yeah, well, now you see what you did. I have to edit out your fucking banging on the microphone, and because I got angry, because I got upset. For whatever stupid reason, I had to go and bang my microphone, which didn't come out right. I should really think about what I say before I actually say it. And I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath for just whatever stupid reason. But this is a nice house that you have, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, and yeah, in all honesty, it's a very nice house. I was trashing it before, but now I came to the realization that, you invite me to your house, you let me record my shenanigans in here, and I should be grateful. I should be thankful.
No, you don't need to be. It's okay.
Well, thankfully, I was only saying that for polite reasons. I think we should just start the show right now. Just get this over with.
So the theme music's gonna come up soon?
Oh, the theme music's gonna come up right now.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna play. You're not gonna hear it.
I'm not gonna hear it.
No, I can do a recreation.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
I want to hear your recreation.
So usually I just end the testing portion, like, all right, stupid thing. Let's start the show. Hey, this is Albert Orange, and welcome to the Belda Before podcast with yours truly, Albert Orange, episode 31. What a coincidence! You first came in on this podcast in episode 21, and now
later.
What?
10 episodes later.
10 episodes later. I think everyone could figure that one out. Without you interjecting. Yeah, that's a very interesting coincidence. And I'm glad to have you here. For anyone who doesn't remember this man on my right in the Lazy Boy, my close friend Jared is here, making his second appearance on the show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for inviting me, for letting me stay and record this thing in your humble abode. Not that very humble, am I right? we got some stuff to talk about, all right?
Yep.
And this is going to be a very special episode because we decided that since the Super Bowl happened, just, 6 days ago, that we would actually do an extended commercial review segment for the show, our beloved commercial review segment. And we just thought that we would take a look at all the commercials and see what we think of them. You watched the Super Bowl a little bit, right?
I watched the end and some parts before that.
Yeah.
Not all.
Yeah, I've seen the only the second half of the game. It was a decent game. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I thought it was all right. And well, most of the commercials, they weren't all that terrible either. Mostly mediocre, I would say. That's just my opinion. I don't know about you. What did you think about? What were your impressions on all the commercials that aired during the show, during the game?
I kind of made an effort to not pay attention to them. I just went up and did something else for a few minutes while they were on.
Interesting. So you're a rebel then? You're
Yeah.
deviating
Take
away.
that identity as a rebel.
Yeah.
Like teaching those people a lesson.
That's yeah. Teach the corporations a lesson.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe someday they'll have no commercials. Not.
That's keep dreaming.
Well, a man can dream.
Here's the thing. Like, I could agree with that. But then someday you're probably gonna, eventually check back in on Twitter, and the first thing you'll see is an advertisement for my podcast that I paid for. And
I
you'll
don't
say,
think I'll be on Twitter, so I won't see it.
well,
Maybe I'll see it on YouTube though.
probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
When you're rich famous, like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan is, I've called him my nemesis before on this podcast. I didn't actually mean that. I was just saying stupid stuff. I actually respect Joe Rogan in many ways, and I don't know. I think he's an alright dude.
He's alright.
But I will destroy him someday. So,
Commercials.
commercials. Well, before we get into the commercials, I actually wanted to speak about something here, because you and I we sometimes recommend each other some stuff,
Yeah.
podcasts, TV shows, movies, whatever. I just wanted to see if you've seen what's been going on with Netflix lately.
Oh, what? Something's been going on with Netflix?
Oh yeah.
I guess I've been out of the loop. What happened?
Well, I guess there's no easy way to say it. They dropped the porn on Netflix. They dropped the porn.
Was it Cuties?
No.
I remember hearing about that some time ago, but...
No, they dropped the porn on Netflix, man.
So, because I guess probably know why they put it on there, because it's profitable, but like, is that like a big controversy, or is it just like something you don't like?
It was very well received.
Oh, okay.
So they dropped a pornography on Netflix, and what's really crazy about it is that it has a really great cast, but the main star.
Oh, so you watched this porno?
I've seen it. And it's a pornography on Netflix, and the star of the show, it's a series, right?
It's a series of... Oh, okay.
a pornography series on Netflix. And the star of the series is none other than Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Wait. Like the cartoon or
Yeah.
the voice actor?
No, it's the voice actor is there and he's voicing Squidward, and it's animated. It's an animated pornography starring Squidward.
An animated pornography.
An animated pornography.
So it's like hentai with Squidward?
There's a few influences in it. So
Okay, so it's like a fusion then, huh?
yeah. It's a very interesting show. You might have heard of it actually already. It's a pornography. It's a porn on Netflix starring Squidward. You want to know the title of it?
Sure. I'm not gonna watch it, sure.
Squid Game.
What the fuck? Squid came. People. Okay, if anyone's listening to this podcast and watches that, can I ask politely what's wrong with you? I don't even know I'm surprised. Like, they already had Big Mouth. That's basically just softcore porn. It's not even soft, it's like medium.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna call it straight up porn,
Yeah, no, it's not.
but it's pretty damn close, you know?
It's a funny show.
I felt like the first season was just like accidentally hilarious, but you know, it wasn't like a well written show. I don't think.
No, I think it was. You know, Nick Kroll, John Mulaney. Come on.
Or, I guess the way I remember it is like I didn't usually laugh at things like they intended me to laugh at. I just felt
Okay.
like it was so like. I can't think of like a nice word, so I'm just gonna call it kind of, you know, stupid. Like at so many points, it was like, damn, that's actually intentionally funny, you know.
Yeah, it's not made to.
It's not proud humor, you know.
Yeah, no, it's
not
not made
clever.
to be a particularly a smart show that provides you with any insights into our world and what it's like to be a human. It's actually supposed to be about what is it? A few middle schoolers discovering, you know, all about periods and
Puberty
and girls can also get horny as well. And you know, I actually wish I watched that show back in middle school, to be honest.
you know, I think that would have been traumatizing. I think even as an adult, there were some parts where I was just like, that is disgusting.
Is it just because it's middle schoolers, or what about it?
No, it's like, okay. I don't want to get into too many details, but like,
Okay.
it was so, I felt like over the top with how raunchy it got at certain, like, some points it was like, okay, you know, it's not particularly awful. Like, it wasn't beyond what I expected, but there were moments where it was just like straight up almost vomit inducing, it felt like.
Really?
At least for me. If I had watched that as a middle schooler, I think that would have been traumatizing because it was like. I just feel like as a kid, you can't really watch those things, you know?
Interesting.
I kind of wish, I don't know, like, I didn't really care for any of the characters, so when they started, like, having at the end of, I think, season 2, where they had, like, all these characters who were having some sort of drama, I didn't really care, so.
Yeah.
But I think some of the humor was really funny when, like, just. It's like. Occasionally, I think they were making intentionally funny jokes. Like, there was one, like, with the hormone monster thing, but that was kind of creative, you know?
Yeah.
And they had, like, different personalities, and it's like, yeah, I know that guy who's, like, you know. I've known that guy who, like, is over the top about it, and then other guys who are more like creepy, like I think the kid's name was Andrew, you know,
Andrew.
the chinless one,
Yeah.
and then there's the other one who's like just such a disaster, like I can't remember what he's called, but he's like, "You're the man, Steve," which you can't really
Oh yeah,
understand.
the old one.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I remember.
Yeah, I like that guy.
That was pretty funny in like senior year of high school when we were watching that. That guy was funny.
And
but-
also like all those ghosts in the attic of that one kid's house, you know, like Sir Duke Ellington.
oh, Duke Ellington, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny because he was so over the top.
And they had like they sang a lot of songs, like, you know, there were a few songs in
did.
there, and they had like a bunch of like you know, Sir Duke Ellington. It's not Sir.
No,
not
it's just
Brit-
Duke
It's just
Ellington.
Duke Ellington. Duke Ellington, some other, you know, ghost singers, and I thought that was pretty creative as well. I think it was Jordan Peele who actually voiced Duke Ellington in that. And it's a very good cast, and I thought it was I didn't think there was anything wrong with that show, but I also kind of got bored after a while because it was just like, it's not that they were just doing the same thing over and over again. It's just kind of like,
I think there was some of that though.
yeah, it's just like, you know, I kind of seen enough of this. You know, 2 seasons in, 3 seasons. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's fine. I don't know. I like that one scene where he's like, you know, at the mini golf course, and he's on like a zip line or something, and then like he's hanging from a zip line and it gets stuck, and like everybody can see him, and for whatever reason his pants fall down, and like he's not wearing any underwear or whatever, and then everybody can see his, you know,
his little welly.
his little what? Welly?
That's what it's called, Willy.
Lily?
Never mind. Just keep
Welly.
going.
A welly.
It's not. That's.
I
what
never heard of
said.
that. I never heard of that.
That's not. Okay.
I've heard you know, a Johnson. I've heard a woodpecker.
Willy.
Willy. That's what you give to, you know, you stick your finger in your mouth and you stick it back
I thought
into.
that's a wet willy. I think British people call it willies. So that's just one of the.
This conversation can turn really weird really fast, so we're just gonna stop talking.
Anyways,
Wet
yeah.
Willy. Wet
So.
Willy. Yeah, no, that was
Oh.
that was one scene where
Mhm.
it was I liked it a lot. But anyways, it was an alright show, I guess. But did you actually watch Squid Game, like the actual, you know?
Squid Game.
Yeah.
You know, I just realized that that's a play off of that name, Squid Game. like
Yeah.
you said. I didn't even think about that.
Oh, that was the intention, you know.
Yeah,
that.
but Squid Game. Yeah, I watched that. It was an entertaining show.
I actually watched it without any subtitles on. Just like, it was just like, you know, people speaking Korean, and I tried to figure out the plot without any help of subtitles.
No, sometimes it's kind of cool to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get the idea of the plot without actually like hearing any dialogue.
And the emotion is still there.
It is, yeah.
You know, that scene where, like, you know, they're playing a what was it, Nabu, you know, with the rocks, and you know, like they're
Oh,
out.
with the like little beads or whatever.
Yeah,
And
beads.
they had to guess or whatever.
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah.
like that, you know, scene where you know the old guy, you know,
Mhm.
and the, you know, yeah, that was yeah, that hit. It was pretty good. So yeah, we've been watching HBO Max, right? HBO Max.
What on HBO Max? I mean,
Just-
I've watched stuff on it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, probably gonna get that soon, actually. So,
Have you watched Westworld before?
no, I haven't.
I recommend the first season. It was pretty good.
I'll remember to review that. You know, I just kind of like wanted to see like what recommendations you would have for stuff on HBO Max.
Mostly movies, I would say.
Movies.
They
huh?
have some shows, and I like Game of Thrones and Westworld, but I haven't been as big of a fan of a lot of the other shows, and ones I have been a fan of, they're ones I liked, but like, You know when you watch something, you're like, oh, I liked that, but no one else is ever gonna like it.
Oh.
Yeah, like, so there's that. But mostly the movies, and they have, like, right now they have a lot of the Akira Kurosawa movies, the samurai ones from, like, the 50s and 60s. And those are actually pretty good. Especially the Seven Samurai. You should watch that. It's like 3.5 hours of film, but it's worth it in my opinion. And that's another movie that's, I mean, I guess I don't think you can take off the subtitles, but it's a
Oh, interesting.
yeah, it's Japanese, so
Interesting. Okay.
I would recommend those. But I haven't
Okay.
watched a whole lot else on HBO Max because a lot of it's like The Sopranos, which isn't really my thing. So
Oh well, if The Sopranos are on there, like I probably like watch a little bit of that as well. They did a Super Bowl commercial about The Sopranos. Did you know that?
oh, they did.
Yeah, for this year.
Oh,
I don't. I mean, we could look at it. We could search it up. Right. I didn't put it in the playlist, but
Oh, you didn't.
yeah, no, you could search it up right now.
So do you want to review it then?
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that to kick off this commercial review.
All right.
I was really confused by it because I haven't seen The Sopranos at all.
Yeah, I haven't really watched much of it either.
Yeah, so yeah, Sopranos
Sopranos Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, what's the point of this commercial?
I don't know. It's
well,
just
okay,
It's a,
now
it's a,
I see what the point
it's a
is.
Chevy commercial, and it's like,
That's kind of ugly looking, you know?
yeah, it doesn't look really good.
Oh, it's electric.
First ever
Yeah.
all-electric Chevy Silverado. A whole new truck.
And that's supposed to be like a the hug. That's supposed to be like a plot thing or whatever. I don't know.
I think you'd only get it if you watch Sopranos.
Yeah.
You know? We'll go back to subscriptions, but
I guess it was all right.
I
The
don't-
truck wasn't all that good looking, so
I get the point to the extent that, like,
it's at the end of the day, it's just an electric truck commercial,
for sure.
But it's I don't know. It's a good like lore kind of thing for Sopranos fans.
Lore.
Lore.
The Chevy truck lore.
Yeah, lore. That's coming from a Star Wars fan, So yeah, it was all right, I guess. I don't know.
I kind of thought it was. I could see what they're going for, like, oh, The Sopranos like The Sopranos, and The Sopranos like electric Chevy Silverado cars, but I don't think it's gonna work on an adult, like, especially like, I don't know much about The Sopranos, but it's about the mob, right? Or
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't that already kind of imply like problems with consumerism, So why would they endorse a truck? It just sounds kind of stupid. It'd be kind of like, if
I think
I
you're
don't
reading
know.
too much into this, man.
maybe I am, but it just seems dumb by the end
The
of the day. Like,
Sopranos like trucks. You know what?
why would they like trucks?
I don't know. They're
Who drives
the
a
mob.
truck in Jersey? Why wouldn't you
It's
drive
a
like,
manly
a
vehicle.
Cadillac?
I don't know. Maybe they already have enough Cadillacs, and maybe they want to branch out and support the environment by buying an electric truck.
Does it support the environment?
I don't know.
I feel like you should make an argument for your ad. If it's not going to be funny, you should at least, or entertaining, you should at least have it be like,
And nobody talked in it either. It was just
No, there was like some last thing about, oh, Chevy has a truck, but like,
Okay, yeah, that's true. But
I don't know why I should get it other than for the electric stuff, and what if I don't care? What if I don't care about The Sopranos, and I'm really not that interested into electric cars, it just feels dumb. Maybe I am reading into it too much, but
Yeah,
I don't really see why
Well,
that's good.
Well, I mean, one thing's for sure. I mean, the Sopranos are definitely coming here. They're listening to this podcast, and they're gonna hunt you down.
They're gonna hunt me down and kill me.
Yeah. All right. I think there was like we have a playlist here for all the commercials that we want to review. So I think if you hit play,
Play all.
yeah, and
You want to go?
yeah, go.
Okay, sweet.
Barbie really
Okay.
wants this dream house.
Can you
It's
turn
got
it
stunning
down
views
just
and
for a second?
slide.
It's like a lot.
Barbie found out
I don't want to get demonetized.
Sure.
This is less than ideal.
Oh no! Don't worry. Barbie has a verified approval that shows her finances.
Okay, pause it. Okay, wait.
So far,
What's
Okay,
up?
go back just for a second. To the kid with a go. Okay, right there. That StockX fucking QR code.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they managed to get into this deal, but I think that's pretty good advertising. I don't know why a kid would be wearing a shirt with a QR code on as a design, but you know what StockX is, right? Okay, well, yeah, no,
Is it like Robin Hood?
no, it's supposed to be a stock market,
Mm.
but for shoes,
For
sneakers.
shoes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like back in my sneakerhead days,
Back in your sneakerhead days.
it would have been a very nice asset, very nice website to get off to. Can you play?
You want to play?
Yeah,
this?
yeah, just
Okay.
yeah.
shows her finances. What? Yeah. Oh, I found a fixer-upper castle on Rocket Homes.
It has good bones. Really bad neighbors.
That's actually kind of clever.
Yeah.
I like his vibe.
It's not particularly hilarious, but I mean, it's not.
I thought
No problem. It's good for my glutes.
that was the crowning commercial, the crown jewel of the entire literally every single commercial. There's maybe like one more that kind of like tops it. That might have been the best commercial that came out of this Super Bowl season.
Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that.
It really. That's the best we're gonna get,
That's the best we're gonna get.
because it wasn't like comedy. It was just like, oh, I get it.
Yeah, no, well, it was very I don't know, like they took the premise of like a Barbie house and the idea that it could get repossessed, or that there could be like a bidding war.
Right, for Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah, so it was a very creative collab between Barbie and Rocket Mortgage. So I thought,
It included He-Man. That was kind of clever. 'cause
Yeah.
That's a pretty iconic toy. So.
yeah, so. And, also StockX. Again, I have no idea how they got into this thing. It just felt there was a lot to unpack there. And it was very stimulating, very engaging. So I liked it.
Yeah.
It won't get any better than
And the Barbie Dreamhouse.
the Barbie Dream
And
House.
that's
So
kind
it's
of pathetic.
it all goes downhill from here.
So, Amazon's big game commercial, Mind Reader. Okay.
Starring Colin Jost and ScarJo.
Announcement. Colin left the oysters in the car for 5 hours.
It's probably better unless it can't read your mind.
Bad idea.
That's the game.
So the Amazon commercial.
Sorry.
Okay. So the Amazon, what was it? Mind Reader commercial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You were chuckling a little bit in there. Did you? What did you think of it?
It was okay. It's like... it's not bad.
It had a nice premise. The jokes in there were pretty all right. I can't. Whenever I think about that commercial, I can't help but think about, Alexa, Mind Reader. Is that what's in the future now? What is Jeff planning for Alexa? Does he want our thoughts to be captured by Alexa? I mean that's just the impression that I got from.
I think it was just a joke, Umberto.
Am I reading too much into it?
I think you might be doing what I was doing.
Okay. All right.
That's just my thoughts.
That's fair enough.
You know, I think it would have been better if they had like maybe 1 or 2 of those jokes and not like 10 of them straight.
Yeah.
It's like I get the gist the first time. Like it's funny because it's their like bad thoughts that they wouldn't
Yeah.
actually say.
Well, I think it eventually got cut down to like, you know, less time than that, because like there were a few jokes in there that didn't show up, you know,
Oh, okay. So this is
during the actual
extended
when
cut.
it aired. Yeah, so yeah, that's just like the extended cut. So yeah, so it was decent, but then again, what are you planning, Jeff?
Just,
What are you planning? He's a conniving son of a gun. Oh man. All right. We can.
What is this one then?
Okay.
Planters.
Now, here we go. So before we review this commercial, all right?
Okay.
The Planters. What the fuck is it? The Disagreement. That's what it's called. The Disagreement commercial by Planters, starring Ken Jeong and Joel McHale. I love these guys. Okay, let me tell you about these guys. These guys were stars in the hit comedy series Community, which is my favorite show of all time. Okay, and I wish I could have seen this commercial when it aired, but I didn't because I missed out on the first half, and it probably aired during the first half. I mean, if I've seen these guys, you know, when it aired, I probably would have freaked out. You know. I didn't know that they were gonna be doing a Planters commercial, so that's very exciting. So I love these guys, and you know, I'm probably hyping up the commercial too much, but these guys, their chemistry, pretty solid together. They had a podcast also together, and then they just ended it for whatever reason. So this is my plea to Ken Jeong and Joel McHale. Bring the podcast back on, The Darkest Timeline, and maybe bring me on for as a thank you to potentially help revive the podcast. So let's play the commercial. Let's see what we think of it.
Okay.
I get what's going on here, Ken. You like to eat one nut at a time because that's all your little child hand can hold. I mean, look at that cashew. It looks like a banana in your hand.
My body prefers its protein at a controlled pace, unlike your big dumb muscles.
Thank you.
One. All. One. All. One. But it doesn't want to do that because it makes that. One is one. Oh!
Those are State University.
Amazing. That might have been the second best commercial so far.
Think so?
I think so.
I think there's a little bit of bias, perhaps,
I also think that as well.
because that wasn't really very funny.
I think that as well. But some of the jokes in there were decent. Actually really good, in my opinion. So, you know, there you go. What do you think of it? You don't think it was that
I mean, I guess it's kind of subjective, but I didn't think it was that funny. You know, it was just like, okay, they're screaming.
They weren't screaming though. They were having a disagreement, an argument.
About eating them, and then at the end they scream. It's like, what are they doing?
Okay. That part was, yeah, no, I see what you're saying there.
No, well,
Um,
I think it would have been funny, personally. It's just my kind of humor. They went for like a Monty Python thing, and then like as soon as one of the guys disagrees with each other, it just turns into like this all-out brawl. You know. I think I wouldn't have been expecting that, but I don't really know if it was that funny of a concept. You know, like I don't even think I'd notice if someone else was eating their peanuts with. I don't even eat peanuts. So.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because like the premise there is I don't even know if that you would call that a premise, but the disagreement there is whether you'd eat a peanut by itself or you'd gather a bunch of peanuts and just shove them all in your mouth.
And
you know, and it's not that that interesting.
I feel like I've seen that kind of joke before, though. You know, like,
Really?
I don't know where, but not specifically on peanuts, but like, oh, do you eat? You know, do you pour your milk before or after you put your cereal in your bowl? It's like that's not that funny, to me at least.
Interesting. Yeah. And it's not even like a funny premise. Like it's not even like a thing that you would, you know, think about. Say, oh well, you know, it's kind of interesting, I guess. Like it's just like one method of doing something, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
there's like apparently other ways of doing that same thing. You know, so I get what you're saying there, but still. I love those guys.
Alright.
So don't come after my boys.
I will. Don't plan on it.
All right.
We have to sit through an ad, by the way, before we
ASU.
watch more ads.
Yeah, maybe you should put an application in for what the fuck is it?
Arizona State University. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's online.
Yeah, ASU Online.
The professors are highly
Skip.
Yeah, you know, maybe when you turn 40 years old, you know, just trying to get your life back on track. Coinbase. What is this? A Coinbase Super Bowl commercial. Win $3 million in Bitcoin.
You just want to watch it?
Let's just watch it. All right.
Okay.
Now, there isn't anything that happens in this commercial.
Is it literally just this the whole time?
It's just a QR code.
That's moving like the video thing.
Yeah,
for the
like
old
that.
DVDs.
Yeah, you know, the DVD, you know, and you try to see it changes color every time it hits the edge of the TV, and you try to see if it hits the corner or not.
I think this is a really bland attempt at like nostalgia, you know.
Yeah. But here's the thing, you know, they if you actually scan the QR code, what happened is that people did that. They scanned the QR code, and there you go, Coinbase, in like a video, in like a VHS format thing. You scan the QR code, and like you get like a prize or whatever.
That's
So-
$3 million.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I haven't done my research. Probably should have. Yeah, but I mean, it was like I don't want to work, you know, during a commercial. I just want to watch the commercial. You know, I don't want to like, you know, get out my phone and fucking scan the fucking QR code. There's a whole lot of QR codes in these commercials.
Just QR codes down.
It's just, for whatever reason, it's like, I saw like a QR code that was put on in like this Avocados for Mexico commercial. And it's just, it showed up at the very end, like very briefly. You can't even like, it's not even that much time to like, you know, get out your phone and, you know, scan it or whatever. Like it just showed up at the very end, and it's like, I guess you could just go back and on YouTube and then scan it, you know, right after. But still, I mean, what's with the QR codes, you know? It's like, I don't want to fucking I just want to watch the commercials. I don't want to do any more stuff. Just say what you have to say.
Right.
You know, you're given 30 seconds or whatever. You're paying millions of dollars to just to you know, have your stuff show up during a football game. You know, just why don't you use your time, your given time, to just say what you have to say? Just put everything down. Not give a fucking, what the fuck was it? A DVD logo bouncing on the wall for
Yeah.
30 seconds. I don't it wasn't anything to that commercial. So
That was pretty boring. Yeah, I gotta admit this.
I mean, it hit the corner at the end, so, you know, but I mean, then again, you would kind of expect that, because, you know, why wouldn't they make it go, you know,
Well,
in the corner?
it kind of just, it's like just saying basically, haha guys, remember that one Office skit from like 10 years ago? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
you come up with your own humor? You know,
yeah.
at least what was it? The Mortgage or like Barbie?
Yeah,
commercial?
Rocket Mortgage.
That was kind of clever. You know, I can appreciate that, but like, this didn't even try to make its own humor.
No,
No.
it's just a bunch of, maybe like one dude who like made the you know, the QR code move using like a fucking computer program. Not even a computer program. Probably just like Adobe After Effects, and just
Like a
said,
10-minute thing.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Shit took 10 minutes to make.
it probably took more effort just to upload it.
And even get it on the air. Oh. Oops.
Just ignore
I think, what was that? The
it.
fucking,
It was some box.
some box that just fell
Yeah.
in the corner there. Yeah, it took more effort probably to even just, you know, upload it. So, yeah. Anyways,
Guess we should probably move on. 'Cause-
yeah, just move on from the boredom.
All right. So no compromises.
No compromises from Polestar.
Polestar. All right.
No epic voiceovers. No punchlines.
No
Dieselgate.
What?
You know what Dieselgate is?
No.
It's I'll tell you later. No conquering Mars.
No blah
Blah blah blah. No nonsense. No committees.
What is this? This is what car? What brand is this?
It's a Polestar.
So is that new?
I guess. I've never heard of Polestar before.
Me neither.
It actually made me want to look them up.
So is that like Lucid or Tesla?
No, it's like a separate brand, you know?
Well, yeah, but like, is it?
Yeah,
So it must be similar.
Yeah, it's an electric vehicle.
So it's a 100% electric vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just a commercial that just you know, showed up and took a bunch of shots at Volkswagen and Tesla. That's what it was meaning by no Dieselgate, because Dieselgate was a thing that it was like a scandal that Volkswagen was in because of
Oh, yeah. So it was taking shots at the other companies. Huh?
yeah, no conquering Mars. That's, you know,
Oh.
Tesla. So it was some very bold shots made by Polestar there.
I think that was pretty clever because some people have gotten really upset with Elon Musk. I kind of, I honestly am sort of tired of hearing about the stupid PR campaign. Like, if the car's so good,
Yeah,
why
is
Tesla always doing bad? Like, not from a stock perspective, but like from a sales perspective. Like, has he really changed the world in the time he said he would?
No.
No. No one wants to go into space. Like,
Yeah.
even if the investment with SpaceX is like good now because he can reuse rockets, it's like you still have to pay for like the whole civilization.
Exactly.
He's only fixed one small issue in a whole host of overwhelming issues.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's any point to being there because there's no resources.
He's like jumping the gun. It's like we're not even like on the moon yet. We're not even setting up a colony on the moon, and like he's talking about conquering Mars, and it's like that will probably happen in like that won't probably happen in like another decade, you know, and he's like saying
Probably not for many decades. Yeah.
well, you know, they might go up there like 2030 probably.
Well, they might go there, but like that person, I don't think he's ever been to Mars. No, I'm pretty sure they haven't. So we still have yet to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes like a year to get to Mars. So like that's already a vast undertaking just to get there.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's just
Yeah.
like, let's do it, man. Let's go.
but it's so obviously fake, you know.
What's fake?
Just his whole like shtick, you know.
Oh.
It's like, oh, we want to make the world a better place. Like, no, you're a company. You want to make profit.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not totally awful, but like, you know, I just don't buy it.
Yeah. We know what you're up to, Elon.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyways, before all the Tesla heads come at us, and you know what? I will say, I do want to own a Tesla eventually.
Tesla would be cool.
A Tesla would be fucking nice.
I really want the Lucid Air though.
Lucid Air. You
That
showed
was
me.
super cool.
You showed me that car. You know what? I'd probably get one too.
If we could afford it, yeah, I'd definitely buy it.
Yeah.
Maybe not any Tesla, but like I think the Lucid Air, from what I've been seeing, looks fucking cool.
It makes me want to actually get a loan. You know, like an adult. Like, you know, and like an adult is supposed to, you know. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'd probably get a loan on. You know, just a Tesla.
A Tesla?
Or a Lucid. Or a Polestar. Who knows?
Yeah, although those are super expensive. I don't know about the Polestar though. Is that like a more affordable type?
I've not made any research on this.
All right.
So,
Be kind of cool to talk about some other time though. You know, just
Polestar and
all
just
the futuristic cars.
electric vehicles.
Mm.
Yeah. So, anyways, there you go, Polestar. That's you know, I think they're probably gonna get a lot of traction from that commercial, because it actually made me want to look them up. You know,
Yeah.
so good for them.
It was ballsy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
Ballsy claims, ballsy commercial. A lot of balls. Lots of balls.
All right,
Let's move on.
let's move on. Now we're talking about balls.
Okay, so this is the General Motors Dr. Evil commercial. 90 seconds.
So this
So,
is this is another car commercial then, huh?
Yeah.
GM. All right, we'll see.
We have to help the planet. Oh, please, cheer for my son. Your son? I sure gave him baby me. No, his name is Kyle.
There you go.
Okay.
General Motors, everyone. Another electric vehicle commercial, this time featuring Dr. Evil, which I mean, I don't even know who that guy is. Was he in Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen Austin Powers, but
Me neither.
he's kind of an iconic character.
Yeah. I didn't get most of it,
No, that's like his.
so
So okay, so Doctor Evil, like in all of the skits, I think it's always like, oh, you know, someone else says something that's like a good idea, and he like ignores them, and then he says like 2 seconds later exactly verbatim what they just said.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, you just stole my idea," and he's like, you know, like a child, basically.
Okay.
So they're just doing exactly what he's done in his movies.
I think his demeanor was very humorous. I forget the guy's name, but who plays him, but he's a good comedian, I guess.
Is it Michael Myers?
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's a Canadian.
Yeah, that. I'm not really a big fan of most commercials that are like that. Just like doing something that's already been made funny before. Kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
it's not that funny.
What did you think of Baby Me?
This is
That's the
completely
important.
unfunny.
Okay.
I didn't like that commercial, and I don't. So what's the point? GM saying that they're like Dr. Evil and they're going to reduce their carbon footprint. Like
No. Dr. Evil's helping GM to reduce the carbon footprint, right?
he's helping them to reduce the
Yeah.
carbon footprint.
Yeah. They're collabing. They're collaborating.
Could that have been done in like a better way? Like,
I don't know.
hey guys, isn't it really funny that we're making global warming happen? We're gonna use a fictional character to help us fix that. Supposedly, like what? It'd be like on par with Germany being like, isn't it really funny we killed a whole bunch of people? Anyways, let's invite I don't know, Batman to come and help us. Like what the fuck, It's not first. It wasn't funny like at all. But like the more you think about it, like the more ridiculous it is. Like if you're gonna fix it and you're gonna have a commercial about it, like, well, I don't think they're ever gonna be sincere in a commercial. But like if they were trying to be sincere about it, the last thing you do is put in a fucking Austin Powers character.
Yeah.
They might as well have just had like some sort of Monty Python joke or some sort of like other comedy show, the movie. Stupid.
They could have gone serious on that one. They could have gone, one of those commercials that just, in a world where, everyone's dying, GM is here to help. Or, they could have gone that way.
Yeah,
Is that-
I just don't think anyone's gonna like. I don't think that was ever gonna go well for approaching that. But especially, maybe it is the right way because you're not really gonna think about it that hard unless you're doing a commercial review on a podcast. But like,
Yeah.
then what's the point? I don't think anyone was watching that commercial during the Super Bowl and went, "That's funny," No one ever does that. Like, so some of the jokes are like, okay, that's kind of clever, but I'm not like bursting out laughing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just most of these commercials just aren't all that great, but except for a few.
There's a few like
The
that.
Planters one for me, it was all right.
Alright.
Again, you don't have to agree with that, but
Just it's sort of millennial humor. I guess.
my boys, Ken Jeong, Joel McHale, Planters.
Planters. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
There's one after this one that we're gonna review. That's it's also
Uber
I liked it
Eats.
as well. No, not this one, but
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
that's-
the next one after this Uber Eats commercial, it was pretty decent. But while we mention it, Uber Eats with their Uber Don't Eats. Now this one, it has a funny premise, but have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of these.
Okay.
Or-
Well,
yeah.
if you're at all familiar with TikTok and browse the TikToks,
I browse it, but I'm familiar with it.
okay, well, you're probably gonna have an easier time with this commercial then, because I think it's the worst one on this list.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's the worst one.
Well, I can
And-
already see from the first part that the lady has huge tracts of land.
a huge what?
Never mind. Never mind.
Are you commenting on her
Oh,
lady
shut!
parts?
You're gonna edit that out.
I'm not gonna edit.
You
that
are gonna
out.
edit that out.
I'm not gonna edit.
You are
that
gonna
out.
edit that out. No,
Tracts
it's
of
already
land?
over an hour long.
Tracts of land.
You don't get that?
I don't get that.
It's from Monty Python.
Okay. A lot of Monty Python references.
That's funny. They're definitely gonna make it about let's just watch it.
Tracts of land.
Wait. If it was delivered with Uber Eats, does that mean I can eat it?
That bag's a liar.
Yeah. I just got so excited.
Okay. We want to talk about that commercial
I
because
kind
that
of
was painful to
I
watch.
kind of don't want to talk about it.
Are they saying that we're stupid? I felt insulted.
I didn't. I
I'm
didn't.
not sure if I felt insulted because it was such a stupid premise that they thought I'd find that funny, or that I'm insulted that they think that I just eat something from a Uber Eats. And they're gonna call it Uber Don't Eats. Like, are they actually gonna do that?
That's the title of the commercial. That's what they wanted to call it, and
What is Trevor Noah doing in that commercial?
I don't know.
Has
don't
anyone
know.
watched The Daily Show in years?
I haven't watched it
He's
forever.
not as funny as Jon Stewart. I'm sorry, he's not that funny.
Wow. Wow.
He's not completely unfunny. He's a comedian, but I feel like
He has a good
stand.
he has some good stand-up specials.
Yeah, maybe.
I like his stand-up. I don't like the show.
I don't like his show. No, I feel like if he condensed his time, but that was just really unfunny. So I
Yeah,
guess if you don't want to talk about that,
Well, okay, hold
Let's
on.
move
Now,
on.
okay,
Okay.
well, there's some stuff in there that I did want to talk about because you see did you see the Gwyneth Paltrow with
I don't know who that is.
okay, it's the lady eating the candle. You know?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
and
the blonde,
Yeah, the blondie.
thin blonde lady. Yeah.
And did you see what the candle label read?
No.
Okay, so I don't know if you know. Okay, you don't know who Gwyneth Paltrow is, but she makes candles that
Smell good, I assume.
not only smell good,
Taste good.
not only taste good. Gwyneth.
You know,
Gwyneth.
I think I know where
Paltrow.
you're going with this.
Gwyneth Paltrow candles. Smells like my. What was
I don't want it.
what was the term that you used? Land of tracts. Tracts of land.
Shut up.
I don't know what. Oh shoot! I don't know what your. The word would be in Monty Python.
It's
vernacular. But there you go. Smells like my.
Smells like my teen spirit candle. It's fucking.
So she was eating her candle. Which was the joke there was she was eating her
That's
box.
that's a cursed commercial. Nah. Not only was it just objectively awful,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever gonna watch that and feel better about themselves.
It was and by the way, that's not even the worst part. It's the fucking background song that everyone uses on TikTok. All right, this is the second commercial.
Wait, are you on TikTok?
No, I'm not on TikTok. I have an account on TikTok, but
Why?
I don't.
Even
Why?
the Chinese government watches you through that.
Okay, well, that's the least of our problems apparently in this country. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No, you think teenagers care about the Chinese government spying on them?
I think
they
they
don't care.
should.
They just want likes. They just want likes.
I think it's less about the. Okay, this is my personal.
It's
opinion.
about the clout.
It's not. It's not about that. It's not about the fact that they can watch you. It's the fact that they purposely make just drivel content to like addict kids to it.
A lot of the stuff on TikTok is trash. I'll give you that. But also, you know, there's a lot of you know, young people. They're just, you know,
Talentless people.
not all talentless.
Yeah.
Not all. I'll disagree with you on that one. All right. Lots of funny videos. Okay. Lots of you know, comedic premises. You know, being taken to in, you know, 60-second video form. A lot of the videos on TikTok, you know, if you find the right ones, are very funny and entertaining.
I doubt that.
You can kill like an hour, just you know,
Do you see why that's a
browsing TikToks.
problem? You shouldn't be on that.
I'm not on it all the time, but I'm just saying, like, why should we, you know? Well, I guess there is a Chinese government threat, you know,
There's a Chinese government threat.
spying on us.
And
But-
it's just well known that, like, not even just TikTok, but Facebook and
Yeah.
other social medias are meant to be, like, bad for your health. Like, the point is to get you addicted to it so that you don't really know where else to go.
By the way, you mentioned Facebook, and I had to show you something.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna trash Facebook right now, because
Fuck Facebook.
they did something unforgivable. And
Oh, okay.
I mean, unforgivable. Let me see if I can find it here. This might take a while, and I know this.
gonna be a joke because of the tone.
No, it's not a joke.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not a joke. We're gonna fucking trash Facebook right fucking now. All right. And I know this podcast is going on for longer than usual, but fuck it, man. We gotta review these commercials. Okay, I couldn't find the thing that I wanted to show you, but I'll just give you a basic rundown as to the crime that Facebook committed. All right. Basically, so I was browsing through Instagram the other day, you know, just on the explore page, and there were a few football highlights that, you know, I tapped on, and I found this clip. It was like a bunch of highlights of the 2015 NFC game featuring the Seattle Seahawks, our Seattle Seahawks, against the Green Bay Packers. One of the most exciting comebacks in football history. I cried during that game.
Me too.
It was one of the best games, despite, you know, what happened after, right?
What happened after? Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Yeah. Well, we don't
Duh.
want to get into that. Okay, but we will have to get into that, you know, in a short moment. All right. So it was a post, you know, with all the highlights of that game. Spectacular game. I look in the comments. Okay, and this is a post released by the NFL. It was like some sort of official NFL account. I look in the comments, and I see that Facebook has left a comment on that post of our beloved Seahawks. Okay. You want to know what they said?
What they say?
It was a thing that literally everyone says about the Seattle Seahawks. They fucking said, those fuckers should have ran the ball.
Because we're talking about Super
Should have ran the ball.
49. That annoys me too, yeah, because, like, if you had actually watched the game, you would have known that the one thing that the defense for the Patriots did right was stopping Marshawn Lynch.
It's just
The guy had, like, 30 yards in that game. One of the best running backs, like, in that era. and he only had like maybe I don't know. He was not running the ball well that game.
It's not even the right game. It was the NFC Championship, and they're talking about the
That-
Super Bowl. Fucking Facebook, they're supposed to be all knowledgeable and connected. They can't even get their fucking information right. They're leaving some fucking snarky comment, just trashing. I don't even know if it's trashing, but I take offense to that. I take offense to
too.
that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Facebook.
Fuck you, Zuck.
Fuck you, Zuck, and whoever left that comment. You know what? This is the reason why I don't use your app, Facebook, and I never fucking will. It's because you fucking suck. Yeah, all of you. Just you're spying on us. You're worse than the fucking NSA. And I hope
Eat a candle.
Edward Snowden comes back and kicks all of your fucking asses right back to fucking Silicon Valley, wherever the fuck you're from. You're probably based in Silicon Valley already, but
Yeah.
I got upset on that, and I wanted to
Should run the ball.
let.
Should run the ball. Yeah, just imagine what would have happened if he threw the touchdown. No one would even think about running the ball.
Oh, dude.
It's like
I mean, it's just because that was like the most obvious choice, and because it was just like the worst way to end the game from our perspective. It's just, oh my god. I mean,
I feel like people want to connect some sort of something other than luck to it. No one even knew who that guy was by the time he went into that game, and he didn't even play in like a Super Bowl. I think 2 years later against the Eagles. I don't
Yeah.
even know if he's starting anymore. Is he?
I
It-
don't even know if
I don't
he's
even remember his
retired.
name anymore.
Malcolm Butler.
Malcolm
That
Butler.
Fucking, you know what? He did what he had to do, but still.
I don't deny he had like skill but
Yeah.
to some extent it's luck that worked out for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times did
The
that happen in the
amount
game?
of luck that catch had, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I mean, he got that perfect timing. Like, if he had gone like 1 nanosecond earlier, from what I remember, like for like I think it was Ricardo Lockett or something like that, who was supposed to get the ball, it would have
Yeah.
been pass interference because he was like
Isn't
he
it Tyler
crashed
Lockett?
into him.
Isn't it Tyler Lockett?
No, it wasn't Tyler Lockett.
Oh,
It was, but I remember the guy's name was Lockett, so I think it was Ricardo Lockett.
okay.
That might have been like a special teams player from a long time ago. So, but the guy who was supposed to catch it, the receiver,
Yeah.
I think it was like 83 or something, and he was supposed to catch the ball, and they're going into the same spot, and just the right time,
Yeah.
the contact happens. I remember kind of thinking at that time, like, wow, if that guy had like gotten slightly off step and hit him too early, it would have been a penalty, and it wouldn't have mattered at all. And then they could have run the ball.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, they could have just done something. That's what I hate about football sometimes. Like you have all these like supposed Super Bowl football geniuses, and they're like, oh, should have done this, should have done that. Like it's pretty much a luck based game at this point. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And you know more than I do when it comes to football. But
I don't know if I do know more than you. But
no, I mean I barely started following football again. This season. But anyways, yeah, I know what you mean, and it's all just luck sometimes, and
Well, here's something like here's just a.
I would
mental exercise.
have rather had Marshawn, run the ball and not make it than passing the ball. That's my opinion. So, but I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's just an mental exercise. Like, take the Bengals for example, right?
mm-hmm.
If you had said the Bengals were going to make it to the Super Bowl at first, and you had been like they had like lost in the first round, you would look like an idiot, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you'd bet money on it. But if you had said that they were going to do that, and then just like it actually happened, they made it to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you look like a genius. You see how like arbitrary the difference
Yeah.
is?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the difference between being a genius and an idiot in football has everything to do with just the way things work out. But you don't know all of the factors, you can't really be called a genius just because you were right.
It's like
Dumb
it's
luck.
like predicting, I don't know, the weather, I guess. The weather for in a week's time. Like, if you're wrong, then it's like, whatever, dude. Like, you're wrong. But if you're right, if like you predict the exact temperature, then it's like, oh my god, this guy's a guru, can see into the future. But it's just like,
it's
whatever.
not really that. It's just
Maybe that's a bad metaphor, but
no, it kind of is, because like, it's like you're right maybe 55-60% of the time in football if you know the main factors.
yeah,
But if you're just a fan who's just looking in, you're still only getting part of the picture. Like, I especially learned that when I was playing fantasy football. It's like, research doesn't count for shit. Your gut instinct is about as good as looking into things.
yeah,
You know? Like,
yeah.
you know,
It's not worth getting into all that analysis paralysis. When
no,
it's just
it's
like
not.
you really have to, like, just feel it out and just go with your gut. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have people like Matthew Berry, and people are like, "Oh, he's so stupid and he gets things wrong." It's like, I mean, I don't actually know anything about him, but I'm just like, it doesn't matter what he thinks by the end of the day. Like, I remember the first year I was playing fantasy football. I always look at his videos, thinking, "Oh, this guy's a genius," but it's like, I actually realized, no, he's just a guy. Like, he's not. I realized he wasn't even wrong about most of what he said. It's just he wasn't immediately right. That doesn't count for shit. Like, if you're looking at what player you want to play for the next week, and that's true with football games in general. It's gut instinct is about as good as anything else.
Yeah.
So, when Pete Carroll's like, "Oh, I want to run the ball," no, I want to pass the ball. Like, something particularly wrong with that play. It wasn't like it was some sort of ridiculous pass to the running back, pass back to the quarterback, and then throw some sort of like weird wheel route. It was a pretty standard play for that kind of yardage. He was throwing a slant play. Maybe I'm talking about this too much, but
No, I know what you mean, and we probably should get back into the commercials, but
for sure,
no, that's a good point.
it was a standard play. Like, it wasn't even ridiculous. It was just didn't happen to work out.
Nice ride.
Yeah.
That's called
Wanna go to
shit.
Smith?
It's just bad luck. People read into things too much.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if it was a terrible play, then even I would have known, and I don't know anything, but like,
No,
Yeah.
because we bitch about when Pete Carroll makes decisions we think is wrong. We're not stands. Like, I do that all the time when I'm watching football. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? But like, I feel like that's what most football fans are, especially like Eagles fans. Like, they like their team, but it's like a tough love. So I don't like, we're not like, I think we're being fair. I think we're as fair as anyone else. If that was a bad play, I would admit it's a bad play. But I think people just kind of said it because like that's what the narrative just became for some reason, and people just stuck with it without like thinking real hard about it.
yeah. All of this is gonna hurt to go back and edit this, so I'll probably delete this entire conversation.
All right.
Anyways, so there you go. What did we say? Fuck Facebook.
Fuck Facebook.
Fuck Uber Eats.
Fuck Malcolm Butler.
Fuck Malcolm Butler. I don't even know where you're at. And fuck the Patriots. Fuck the world. Just why can't the Seahawks just win another one, man? We just want one more, dude. Anyways,
Watch the Nissan commercial.
Nissan.
Nissan presents Thrill Driver by
Um,
Nissan USA.
I I have my opinions about this, but I want to see what you
Wanna go
think.
to Smith?
Coffee's enough excitement for me.
Come on.
So this is another electric car commercial.
Yup.
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Why do you say cockadoodle?
I don't know.
So, do you want to talk about it?
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo. Let's talk about it.
I was confused by that. I mean, I understood what they were advertising.
I
but
saw.
I don't get what the story was.
I saw a promo for this. You know, they had commercials for the commercials. You know,
Commercials for the commercials.
commercials for the commercials. You know, like those commercials like leading up to the Super Bowl where it's like, you know, ha look, I'm with a brand and you know I'm a celebrity and ha 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 ha. They have like the date 2/13/22, you know, at the end,
Mm.
right? So you know those commercials for the commercials, and there was one for this one, and it was basically like the entire second half of that commercial. So, you know, I guess they just wanted to air the commercial twice or whatever. I don't know. And I didn't understand it either. So when I watched it for the second time, when it actually aired during the Super Bowl, I was like, I also didn't understand it. It's just like,
Well,
I don't know what this is.
it didn't make any sense. Like, especially
I
by
thought
the time
I-
they got to the top. Okay, so like, first of all, I'll just give what I saw. And I just want to have someone else hear me because these are one of the commercials where I just didn't get it.
Okay.
So, Captain Marvel,
Captain
not
Marvel.
the actress,
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. That's her name. I thought her name was Brandy, but okay.
Yeah, no.
It's Brie Larson. Yeah, that's right. And then she throws him the keys to this dude. I don't know who he is. He's probably a celebrity, but I've never seen
Eugene
him.
Levy.
Eugene Levy. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was, but I assumed he was a guy.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy with the long hair later on?
Yeah.
Okay, that confused me because at the beginning he had short hair.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Then, and then for whatever reason, no, go on. Go
Right. So he gets the car with short hair and this yellow Nissan,
On.
electric Nissan. He passes by, I assume, another celebrity, who I think he called her.
Catherine.
Catherine.
something like that, Yeah.
So whatever.
I'm
that was
nailing
about.
all the names.
Yeah,
so far.
apparently. So he cuts her off like an asshole, and then he goes ahead, and then next thing I know, they're on top of a building with the cars. I'm like, how did they get there? But I guess it doesn't matter because in the next second you see it's facing off against like this Mad Max looking kind of car, maybe something like a Batmobile type car. Now I'm assuming guy with the long hair because they cut to him is in the black car because like he has long hair now. Right?
Really?
So yeah, so I assumed he was in the black car. I didn't assume he was in the yellow car. But then I see the yellow car like ramps up over the black car and
Yeah.
flies in the air and then catches the dude as something explodes.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, that's okay. And then there's the coffee flying. They make a stupid joke about that. And I'm like, how did the guy with the long hair get in the yellow car? Did he like just?
Can we
move
go
really
back
quickly?
and watch the? Because I want to see what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Or
So
I just want to see how that played out.
okay. So you see this? So
Yeah.
there's like the Batmobile car.
Batmobile. Yeah.
And
Well, cock.
see, so they show the black car.
Oh.
It revs. Now, I assume this is like his double, but with long hair. And they're
Yeah.
like fighting or something. Like doing some sort of Fast and Furious crap.
Oh. Okay.
Right? So I'm assuming he's in that car because there's nothing else telling me he's in the yellow Nissan. So when he says, well, cock-a-doodle-doo, which I don't get why that's a joke. Maybe that's something I don't get.
Something that I would say. You know.
Well, cock-
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
That's pretty funny and like it's fucking stupid they even did
Yeah.
that. Okay, well let's do like slower speed because it goes by so
Okay.
fast.
Okay.
Doodle-doo.
See? And then I figured at that point, oh, so he must have gotten to the yellow car because then they just had him put it in gear.
Yeah.
And he's moving, so I'm like, oh, okay. So he's in the yellow car, but how did he get there? And then these guys must be in the black car.
Yeah.
But I'm still like trying to catch all of this. Oh, okay, so that's why that guy was in the air.
Yeah, because there was an explosion and he was trying to. Yeah. You see how he. You see how he perfectly, like, just landed in the seats? Like, he was. He was diving. He was going head first
Yeah, he was going head first.
into the. So you would think that he would like end up on the guy's lap, you know, but instead he just lands upright, like, for some reason, like he's defying physics, you know. That's just another thing that I had an issue with, you know.
I mean, we're looking way too into it, but like
Probably, yeah.
it was kind of confusing for me at first, and I don't think it's funny either. Like, well, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. He's a thrill driver, Jared. He's a, you know, he has a Nissan,
All right.
and they steal it from him at the end. I don't know. Yeah, it was just weird. So here we go. We got
Jim Carrey,
Jim Carrey, Cable Guy.
a cable guy.
So apparently this is based on a movie that he did back in 1996.
Yeah, I think
I've never heard of it.
I've never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, no, I'd never heard of it prior to this. So
That probably doesn't help because it's probably what the joke's gonna be.
yeah, but
You probably wouldn't find it funny either way, though. Well, I wouldn't. So we'll just watch it.
Yeah.
Cable guy!
No thanks. I don't need cable. I have Verizon 5G internet.
Never heard of it. Reception's good. But I'll come back tomorrow and double check. No,
I don't think we'll need you to come.
Cable guy!
So
I like Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey.
I'm not proud, but I like Jim Carrey.
I love Jim Carrey, and you know, I didn't get like the whole Cable Guy character thing, but I think the jokes in there were very good. I thought, you know, his performance just I mean, he goes hard. I mean, he just hits it out of the park every time. So
Yeah, he's like. I feel like his comedy style was really funny for me when I was a kid. And it's still pretty funny. Like it's just outright silly.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's fine. Doesn't need to be intelligent. Most humor isn't, anyways.
yeah.
At least it's not well cock-a-doodle-doo. I still don't get that. What's the?
It's just the thing is that he was driving the Nissan. He was feeling good while driving the Nissan. You know, he passed his girlfriend or whatever. He was like, then a few months later or whatever, you know, he grows long hair. He's driving his Nissan, and he becomes
so he's been stuck in this car for like.
a while.
So he's like trapped in this car.
Pretty much.
That puts a new level of
Because
nuance to it.
he likes the car a lot, that he decides to grow his hair out and become a action star guy, drinking coffee, saying cock-a-doodle-doo.
Watch the coffee.
Watch the coffee.
That
But then like for some reason, like they're at a theater and they're watching the movie that they made, so I think he wanted to use the car in an action movie, and then I don't know.
Obviously, Nissan's trying to say that their electric car is cool. I mean, I
I
guess they did a good job at giving their argument
for the
overall.
average cock-a-doodle saying thrill driver. That's what it's marketed to.
You know, at least the moral to it made more sense than like the Sopranos one, right?
if we're gonna get into that,
I don't even remember what the point was to that. Like, just Sopranos like a Chevy truck.
Yeah, no, it's just
I feel like I could buy that commercial as like it's a stupid action thing, but the Sopranos one's like, what was the point of that? Other than just to sell their product, which is obvious, but
well, it was all right. Well, not the Nissan one. I mean, I don't know.
you didn't like the Nissan. I didn't like it.
I didn't like
That
it.
was dumb.
The Cable Guy one, Jim Carrey, it was all right.
All you gotta do is insert him, and automatically it's a bearable commercial.
Yeah.
Just saying a lot because.
No complaints with that commercial, actually.
Is there a Limu Emu commercial?
No.
Damn it! Those are like
Dude,
painfully unfunny, but they're also hilariously bad.
I love those commercials, dude. I love those commercials. Limu, Emu, and Doug. Oh my god. I love them.
Limu Emu.
And Doug.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda.
There you go.
Land of loud flavors.
I declare Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda the loudest flavors ever.
Okay.
What, is there a joke that I'm not getting?
Do you know who Guy Fieri is?
I know who Guy Fieri is. I've seen him on the Food Network at the Planet Fitness that I go to.
Right, so he has some sort of thing where he's like, oh, Flavor Town. So they made basically a real incarnated version of
Oh.
Flavor Town.
That's okay.
It's just that was dumb. I didn't like it.
I like seeing Guy Fieri.
I don't have anything against Guy Fieri, I guess, but like
He's cooking food. He's on the Food Network. He's
oh, look, a celebrity's in our commercial.
Grilling.
Buy our product.
grilling some food in his Flavor Town, announcing that
You're right. That Rocket Mortgage commercial was the only one I was like positive.
Yeah.
All these are just dumb. Like, just oh look, there's a celebrity. You guys are too stupid to realize.
Do you just not like the celebrities?
I don't like celebrities in commercials. Like,
That's fair.
okay, I'm not anything against like celebrities in general. Like,
Yeah.
fine, but like they're supposed to be for like the product they have. I don't need to see them in a commercial. That doesn't persuade me to buy a product.
Yeah.
It feels almost kind of insulting because it's like, oh, you guys like. It's it's like someone.
You guys like him in this movie that you watched. How about him in our commercial?
Yeah.
He's
No, it's just-
saying that he likes our products. Maybe you should buy them too, so you could be just like him. Maybe that's something that worked back in like the 50s. Not now.
I feel like. Yeah, they did tend to use that more, but like, what was that? There was a Super Bowl commercial, I think, for Coke,
Mhm.
Coca-Cola,
Okay.
with Mean Joe Green, the Pittsburgh Steeler. Have you never seen that commercial before?
It sounds familiar. I don't know.
Okay, well, basically the premise is this kid. He sees his favorite player is Mean Joe Green, and Mean Joe Green's walking past him, and I guess Joe Green's having a hard day, so the kid tries to offer him a Coke or something, and then he's like, okay, whatever, just grabs from the kid and leaves, and the kid's all like upset, and then he has a swig of the Coke, and that apparently puts him in a good mood, and he's like, hey kid, and he throws his jersey at him, he's like, wow, thanks Mean Joe, and that's the point, like, but I feel like that commercial is kind of like cute because you could tell like the actual like player and the kid like were working together in that commercial.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like implied authenticity, like it's still a Coke ad, but
Yeah.
the point is like the point's not so much about the product. Like you might think of that when you buy it.
Yeah.
Obviously that's the base point, but it's not.
It's just supposed to be like a wholesome commercial.
It's a wholesome
just,
commercial.
Be good to kids.
It's just a good feeling commercial, right? And that's it's not a bad message. Like I just like that one. Maybe it's because it's just it's wholesome. It's not some sort of dumb comedy skit you don't get with some celebrity you don't care about,
Yeah.
Maybe
That's interesting. I haven't seen that one.
you should watch it.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah, but that was dumb. Like, okay, so there's a celebrity in it. They might as well just had a regular person. I wouldn't have cared at least. But now it just feels insulting that
Yeah.
it's like dangling treats in front of in front of a dog. Actually, like I'm not a dog. I don't need to be coerced to buy your product.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely gonna be a lot more of that. in these
I
next few
figured.
commercials. So
All right, let's watch the Cheetos Flamin' Hot.
Doritos, not Cheetos.
Doritos.
You
Oh,
gotta-
okay. Well, Flamin' Hot is a Cheeto stick, so they're ripping it
Is
off.
it? Oh yeah, it is. Huh?
It is Cheetos Flamin' Hot.
Oh, that's interesting. All right,
Stupid.
well, whatever.
Pretty sure it's
May-
Cheetos.
They're
They're
probably,
the same thing.
They're probably owned by the same company, Frito Lay.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
Um,
Push It. That's the name of the commercial.
Eat Hot Chip. No, that's. So the CGI animals are eating the Flamin' Hot chip. That was so stupid. Oh, I think I know what this commercial is.
The Larry David.
The Larry David
Okay.
commercial. Do we even need to talk about that one?
I saw a lot of people on Twitter trashing that commercial, saying that, hey, don't feed animals Doritos.
Okay,
but
that's
it's like
it's Twitter.
that's
Who
obviously
gives a
that's,
shit?
That's
Yeah.
that's common sense. That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, shut.
It's not endorsing that behavior.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
I think it's just a dumb joke.
they were having fun. This is what I see. They were just having fun. They wanted to see what they wanted to imagine what it would be like if you fed, or if an animal, ate, what was it, Flamin' Hot Doritos, and it turns out that in this world, you give a sloth Flamin' Hot Doritos,
They're
then
gonna sing an 80s song.
he and his friends will start singing, Push It by who the fuck sang that song?
I think it's Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper. They'll start singing in human voices.
Wait, is that commercial kind of like? I'm surprised that it's the animals getting fed that they got angry about with that commercial. Cause like the lady who's like doing the bird watching or whatever in the jungle is black, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Salt and Pepper is a black female band, right?
Yeah.
Is that like implying some sort of racist stereotype? Because here's the thing.
No.
No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I could definitely see like someone on Twitter finding some sort of complicated, weird reason to complain about.
Okay,
that.
well at that point you're just reaching for something to complain about.
But that's what they do, right? I'm not saying I think that.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
think that. But like,
I see. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like they look to read too much into it.
It's,
I didn't think that was a particularly funny commercial. It was like funny and like, wow, that was what they came up with, But
Yeah.
like, still,
It was a little cringy just because I don't know. I don't know what it was. It might have been just the animals just having random human voices and whatnot.
it was pretty
maybe-
cringy.
Maybe the dancing, I guess. I don't know. To me, it was just a bunch of guys at Doritos saying, hey, let's make a fox dance. Why not? Put that up in the Super Bowl. I thought it was alright. It's not... It's a pretty good job
It's
to...
pretty bad.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. It was...
It was
Whatever.
That was pretty awful. You know what that reminded me of? This other commercial that was super fucking cringy by Facebook.
Okay.
It was out like a couple months ago. It was the one where they're like these 4 like young kids are in this art museum and they look at a picture of like these animals in the jungle, and one of the animals like moves at like looking at them like from a picture, so it's like, I don't know, they're on some sort of acid trip, I guess. And he goes, oh, he said something from the Twilight Zone, like, this is the dimension of imagination, and they start having this really like beatbox thing. Okay, now I have to look it up. I was.
Twitter people are gonna come at you for saying that.
Then you can
The
edit
R
it
word.
out.
Okay, then.
What is it?
Here we go.
Facebook.
Our second tirade against Facebook.
The
Fuck
second
you,
tirade
Facebook.
against. Oh yeah,
In
it's
case
right,
you
it's right
forgot.
here. The tiger and the buffalo. That's loud.
The dimension of imagination.
Do you remember this commercial?
I've never watched it.
You've never seen it?
No.
It's like really cringy though, isn't it? That's just like what was going on in that other commercial.
What's the point? Wait, what did he say? What at the very end, like the fucking okay.
The what? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my point is, it's just like that. It's the jungle with the animals dancing.
Yeah.
And it's so
It is a
cringy when they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a good beat." Like, what the? No, it's not.
There you go, Facebook. Fuck you.
Facebook,
You make terrible commercials. You make terrible comments.
terrible content.
You make a terrible website.
It's terrible. It's ugly too.
The interface is just so bad.
Yeah.
It looks so bad.
Might as well just a piece of paper with some like stickers. That's it.
Yeah,
what
I
it looks
don't.
like.
I don't want to be using the same social media my mom has. You know,
That too.
it's a lot of fucking old people on there.
And a lot of just like arguments too.
Yeah,
Like, stupid shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, now we're gonna rant about Facebook. So when we watch the
Larry David.
Larry David
Crypto.
commercial, FTX Super Bowl.
No king! Gentlemen, have you taken leave of your senses? The people shall have the right to vote. Even the stupid ones? Yes. Stupid people vote? Yes.
Even the stupid ones.
Listen, can I be honest with you? It sticks.
Okay, well, I don't think the last joke was funny, and I don't really think crypto is actually that good of an idea for like the average consumer. That's a whole other rant to get into.
Yeah, we're.
I felt like that commercial was pretty good. It was a little too long.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. It was a lot like the Scarlett Johansson commercial, you know. It was like, it was funny the first couple times, but I feel like it was better.
It's just the same joke.
It was. It adjusted it a few times. Like the coffee and the Thomas Edison was pretty funny.
Yep.
And also like the first, like, I call it the wheel. That's okay. That was the most like simple one. It was a good one to start with, I think.
Yeah.
I think if they had just gone with like those three, I'd been like, oh, that was pretty clever. Like, I liked that. Or maybe had spent more time on like the individual stuff. But yeah, when it's just the same joke again and again, it's like, okay.
He made some interesting political commentary with the Declaration of Independence one.
Even stupid people.
Even stupid people.
I don't know
that
if that
one.
was actual political commentary. I
That
think it's
one-
just that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
Yeah,
It's
that,
like
that one I actually identified with him on.
we all think it sometimes. Like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
no one actually like agrees with that point. I don't think that was the point though. I think it's just you know
it
what I mean?
it was just him rejecting a few otherwise bright ideas, and they're saying that crypto is the next big thing. And
I don't think it is.
I think it's not going anywhere.
I feel like for
I think
people
it's gonna
who already
be
have.
here to stay.
I mean, is it going to be here to stay? Sure, but like, okay. Here's the
We
thing.
said we didn't want to get into this rant here.
No,
but-
we probably don't.
Yeah, no. It's gonna take a long.
And it's just our opinions. Like, we're not experts. So
Yeah,
People
so-
don't want to listen to that anyway. So I
The
don't know,
the metaverse one is going out. The fucking.
that's going out the window. Yeah,
It's not gonna.
people hate
Yeah.
that idea. I hate that idea.
I don't like it. Maybe for like working,
Not
like-
even for that.
Really.
It's a creepy idea, isn't it? That a company gets to own reality. What's next? Do they own the air in our lungs?
In case you're not satisfied with the air you're already breathing, how about try this new air that we're trying
Meta
out?
air.
Meta air. You breathe it in, and you breathe it out, and it does the exact same thing.
Except it
available for
Has
for
chance of
$9,999.02.
we own all of it, so if you don't buy it, you're gonna die. That
Yeah.
type of shit. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I don't like the metaverse, and I don't like crypto either. Like, this, if you think about it, money is already not actually valuable.
yeah, I know. It's
Gold,
just-
the standard by which we put stuff, like, well, not anymore, but like gold, is also not actually worth anything.
just making stuff up.
No, we're just making stuff up.
It's like saying, "Hey, what time is it right now?" It's 8 p.m. on my side. What time is it on yours? Oh, it's 2 p.m. But that's not possible. You're only one time zone away. It's 2 p.m. in my world. It's like, is that guy wrong? Like, it can be whatever time you want it to be. It's just that's how the
What?
way, you know, like time, you know, like you could just say, if you were to say like, hey, it's 4 p.m. right now, you know, like, I don't know, I'm blanking right now. Like, time is just a thing that everyone adopted, that you know, it's just what people say, you know.
You mean like
It's just
the
what
time on
people.
the clock is arbitrary?
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I guess-
who's to say, like, you have to divide everything by 12 hours? What if we want to divide it by 7 hours? I don't know. You know? Is that a bad metaphor? Is it that bad?
It's I mean, it's not off. It's just, it's like you had to explain a lot of things.
I'm gonna edit that one out.
I think you're getting some bigger ideas than just
Yeah.
currency.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alright.
we'll
Well,
watch the.
Carvana, oversharing mom. Here we go. Now, I don't know if the, you know, the girl on the left here is a celebrity. I thought it was Melissa McCarthy. She doesn't look like Melissa McCarthy, but
Who's a?
Melissa McCarthy. I don't know. Just
Who cares?
a
Just watch-
comedian.
Let's just
Comedian,
watch it.
alright.
I bought our car from Carvana.
Yeah, but
It was so easy. Guess who just checked in on me? Susan from Carvana.
we'll drive you happy at Carvana.
I don't get
So,
it.
you know, it's a mom. She likes Carvana. That one,
I just don't get
there
it.
wasn't any point to that, but it just kind of tickled me, you know. She shows up at her son's work through Zoom. She's like, guess who called today?
Just apparently
Susan
justice.
from Carvana. Yeah, she's apparently a justice for.
Probably like a federal judge. That looks like a pretty big stuff. I mean,
That looked.
that looks like a bit of a. Yeah,
Dance people.
Wow.
she looks like she's at a court of appeals there.
Wow.
That's a little
And
concerning.
she's
I
just
mean,
like.
someone who's that stupid is one of our justices. I mean, even this guy who's got like the balding and the beard seems to think she's an idiot.
That guy could have been a murderer, and like.
No, he's not. That's not the witness seat, I don't think.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Unless they have a reverse, but oh, maybe it is. Maybe he is the witness, but he does. That doesn't imply he's the defendant.
All right. Well. Aren't you smarty pants?
Okay. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. Can all right. I mean,
That wasn't. That wasn't. I don't get it. What's the joke? That she's just obnoxious.
I guess
Okay.
that's just the joke.
That's not a joke.
Oikos.
So it's the Oikos. It's an Oikos commercial.
Yeah. So
So it's Greek yogurt and Pringles is what's left.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just start it. I guess.
I'm getting a dad straight. I just know it. How you know how dad strength? When I'm the dad.
Strength? How do you think I gave birth to you and your big head?
Oikos Pro. Oikos 000.
How strong do you want to be?
I feel like that's gonna be funny to some people.
It was funny to me.
It's kind of funny, that last part.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
With the fucking.
I gave birth to you.
Yeah, you know, that was kind of like her mic drop moment, you know?
Yeah.
That's one for all the feminists out there.
There you
know,
go.
Complaining about.
Okay.
fucking-
Why,
there's no
why did
women
you have
in
to go and make it political?
There's no women in football. Oh.
You know, someday when you're big and you're rich and famous from your podcast,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna get canceled for hitting on women.
Oh,
So
dude.
am I,
Oh,
because I had to participate in your meninist bullshit.
dude. Come on, Mike. Dude, women just they complain so hard. Like that's like 90% of Twitter. You know, complaining about the Doritos commercial. It's just like, for what?
Is it 90% of Twitter? Or
I don't
just
know,
like the
maybe.
people who get the attention on Twitter.
I don't know.
I feel like the majority of Twitter people are like Kirk Cousins, where they're just like, "Look at my dog," that's it, and like they get like 10 likes and that's it.
Well,
I-
yeah.
And like, is that just stupid? Sure, but like it's not controversial.
But look, the point is...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get the
it's
point with Twitter.
It's... You know what? I forgot what I'm talking about.
You're talking about how much you hate women.
No, I don't hate women, alright?
I know.
In fact, I do a little loving myself.
That sounds even worse.
Yeah, I know. But look, you know, they got one, so stop complaining. Alright? Sweetie? About not having a voice. You take half our shit anyways. What the fuck?
Who hurt you?
I'm going into a Bill Burr rant, you know? Like, he complains about, you know, women being, all the whores just, like, taking half of, you know, guys' shit, you know? Stealing child support,
Yeah.
you know? That's, come on.
Stealing
You know,
child
guys
support.
can do it too, and, you know, guys are pieces of shit. We can be real fucking assholes. You know, I'm not gonna deny that. You know, but hey, women are also just dumb little whores, and they should also be held accountable. We all suck. Alright? It's really not men or women. It's just, dude, everyone sucks. You know?
Okay.
So, I don't know how I got into that from an Oikos commercial.
Yeah, I think you need to maybe talk to a psychologist about that. That was a bit of an outburst there.
Well, in any case, let's just
We'll
finish.
watch the Pringles commercial. Looks like it has mustache. Is that the dude who's
He's not a celebrity. I
Oh,
don't
he's
think.
not? Okay.
And I've never seen him before, so.
Pringles. Can't. No, dude, the trick is to use gravity. You're so fucking stupid. Now he's stuck with it?
Yeah. He's swatting the basketball.
With the Pringles, you can just slip it off.
Yeah. Rowing the boat.
Dude, his life has gotten even better with the Pringles box. He still has it.
For real. Okay, this scene...
that's not okay.
Is it even needed in there? I don't know. Kids can be watching that and it's just like, eh.
You know what would have been funny?
Oh
right
yeah,
there?
okay, the kids drawing on the fridge.
Pringles.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Go back to the hospital scene. He's
Ooh,
at a
yeah.
hospital and nobody at the hospital thinks, hey, you know, maybe we should take off this thing off this guy's hand. This fucking this literal piece of trash. Which, by the way, is
it's part of
still
the joke. I think it's part of the
it
joke.
would still have Pringles in the can. Like he's carrying that
Just rotting
thing
food.
around. It's just like stale as Pringles, you know? And nobody's thinking, hey, at the hospital,
I think
Maybe
that's the-
maybe we should just Anyways, why are you even inserting a fucking IV through the fucking can? Can't you just do it?
I think that's the joke. It's supposed to be
all right.
absurd.
Well, whatever. It's just
you know what would have made me burst out laughing?
What?
If his baby came out and it was just like the Pringles logo instead of an actual baby.
Oh my god.
Just like
Is that what you thought that guy was? He's just like the Pringles man, just like.
I didn't know. I figured the mustache might have been something
Oh.
to do with that.
What did you think he was? At the.
You know,
You said he.
when I could only see like part of his face, because you know how like darkens when it's paused.
Yeah.
It kind of vaguely looked like the guy who was from The Mandalorian.
Oh.
Like
Pedro
very
Pascal.
vaguely. Like I was kind of thinking like, is that him? Probably not, but it's worth an ask. But well, anyways,
Would that commercial have been worse if he was in, playing that dude? Pedro Pascal?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
I don't know
Just
if I
'cause
would
he's a
care because
celebrity.
he's not like as big of a celebrity. Like I don't know.
Not
there's
as big. He's like the biggest celebrity in the world
Okay,
right
well,
now.
there's a certain type of celebrity group that they use all the time who are just downright annoying. You know, like, okay, so if you had, what's his face? Who is the guy who's in the invention commercial? Larry David.
Mhm.
He's okay. I like Larry David.
Okay.
Or Jim Carrey. I like Jim Carrey. They're not like obnoxious ones. But if you put like, what's her name? Hannah Montana or whatever.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus, like, she's obnoxious. I don't like her. Maybe this just has to do with celebrities I like and don't like. But,
Probably.
you know, I feel like there's that sort of type of just the ones that everyone just sort of thinks is obnoxious. Other than maybe 12-year-old girls who like Miley Cyrus still. Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well.
But, yeah.
In any case, it was still a good commercial here from Pringles. They took their flaw, their one design flaw in their product, and they owned up to it, and it looks like it's not getting
Why
fixed
is it
anytime
a
soon.
design flaw? I remember seeing a bunch of memes on this on like Instagram back in a few years back.
Mhm.
There was some sort of like joke where they had like this video, like someone put the camera at the bottom of the Pringles thing, and the person would be trying to stick their hand in and it wouldn't
Oh,
fit,
yeah.
and they'd be like looking at it. That gave me, I don't really know how to describe it, but it just kind of made me mad because it's like, it shouldn't have made me mad. It bothered me. Okay, it bothered me that they didn't just think to tip it. You know, like if you can't reach it, use the tip. It's not like it's gonna break. Like, I mean, it might if you're not careful, but it's not that hard.
People
Like,
just don't think that hard. They just don't think about just a simple solution, which is just to use gravity.
just
And
use
they
gravity.
have to make. They just went ahead and made all those memes. That's really interesting. Just how people can't think. You know?
I don't know if that's what's actually going on, but it just bothered me that there were actual people who out there who were like, "Yeah, it's so hard to get it." Like, what?
Yeah,
You know?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
It's not relatable if you're an idiot.
Yeah. Hey, by the way,
Oh, what up?
I tried cheddar cheese Pringles the other week,
Hmm.
and that's my new favorite thing.
Cheddar.
Cheddar cheese flavored Pringles.
Huh.
They're fucking amazing. I mean, it tastes like it has a familiar taste, but I can't describe it right now. It's just it's really good. It's really good. I mean, better than the original, I would say.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, I remember the pizza Pringles, where they just had this powder that was supposed to be like a cheesy tomato flavor. It was actually kind of good, but it didn't taste anything like pizza.
yeah. Well,
I used to love Pringles when I was a kid, but I haven't had them in a long time.
dude, Pringles are... Yeah, no, I used to have them all the time. Watching Jimmy Neutron. I would have...
Jimmy Neutron.
I would
and
have,
Pringles.
like, I would ask my mom for, like, it was like these mini cans of Pringles, or like not
Oh,
cans, but
yeah.
it was like these mini like
Like the small versions, right?
yeah, just like yeah, it was like you know, just a small version of Pringles, and you know, I would ask my mom for those, and I would take them back to my room to watch Jimmy Neutron, and I would watch Jimmy Neutron eating Pringles. You know, it was a good life.
Yeah, you know, I had kind of a similar thing going on. I'd have my Ritz crackers, the Sprite, and I'd play like Halo Beach, I think, when I was a kid, and those were good times.
Yeah.
I kind of had something similar to that. Life was easy then.
Life was easier then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Is that it? Is that the last commercial?
That's all of them.
Okay, that's the last commercial. Well,
we gotta watch a Limu, Emu, and Doug commercial.
alright.
Because those are just great.
Let's try to do one that I haven't reviewed on this.
Cause you already reviewed them all.
Yeah, dude, I've reviewed like so many. And
Oh, they have a whole 52 video compilation here. Jesus.
wow. Okay, just click on it and browse and just see like
Which is the one you want to look at?
just go down to the fucking oh my god, there's so many. Do the VR. Oh, it's very
The
it's
VR
really
one?
short. It's really short though. Alright, we can do the VR.
Customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
Thank you.
Oh, this game rules.
Okay. It was 7 seconds, so I mean
You gotta tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. You gotta do it fast.
94 miles per hour. Personal record, Limu.
So stupid.
I'll be back. Only pay for what you need.
there you go. There we go.
Oh my
The comedy
god.
writers at the fucking insurance.
Customize and
How many levels of irony do you think those guys are on?
Dude, those guys, that writer's room, you know they have a writer's room. You know they have a writer's
They have a
room.
writer's room, and they have to pass it through.
At some advertising agency.
Exactly. That has to pass probably a board meeting too, and they're like, "Yeah, that's good." Well, I think this is the full VR commercial.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Thank you.
Hey, no, only pay for what you need.
So that was Limu Emu fucking harassing some dude.
Harassing a sim.
And- yeah. In the fucking VR metaverse.
I like how fucking bad it is, but it's still hilarious.
I don't see anything. What do you find bad about those commercials? What's
I think
what's
it's like,
unappealing?
No, it's kind of like Big Mouth, like we were talking about earlier. You know, it's like it's funny, but not intentionally. Like the parts that are supposed to be funny aren't like actually that funny, but and maybe sometimes, but
It's just stupid.
I know
It's
it's
just-
just that it's like unabashedly stupid, and that's funny.
That's really interesting. No, I don't see that though. I just see Limu Emu and you know I'm good. You know Limu Emu or Doug.
We gotta
I
watch.
love these guys. I love these guys.
So, like Grilling Out. Let's watch that one. Whatever that one
To the
is.
nice
What is
sex
this?
one. You gotta customize your car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so you only pay for what you need.
Dad, can we talk about something other than work? It's the weekend.
Yeah. Weekend. Weekends are a lot like insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot dog or chicken? Only pay for what you need.
So dumb.
That was kind of sad. They don't have anything else to talk about.
existentially upsetting or something. I don't know, whatever it is.
I want to hear more from Limu's, the emu's wife, right there. You know, you see.
Yeah, I saw the little
Wife.
wig.
Yeah, I like that. Well, speaking of Big Mouth, well, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about Big Mouth. I'm just saying, like, you know, we kind of gone full circle.
We kind of have
That's really nice.
back to Big Mouth.
Anything you want to say concerning all of these commercials? Not just Limu, but all of these Super Bowl commercials. Just like
Yeah, I feel like this was a big waste of time.
it was. It was a massive waste.
It's
of time.
been about
2 hours and 15 minutes.
2 hours and 16 minutes of
And-
wasting time watching some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I mean,
And you know we've unintentionally you know tangented out into Facebook tirades and Super Bowl losses and fucking you know that might have consumed a lot more time than intended, but it was all right.
it wasn't too bad.
So
Still, it was
well, what's
I probably could have been more productive today if I hadn't watched Super Bowl commercials and Limu Emu.
yeah, well, you chose to do this.
Well, I did, and that was a
Chose.
mistake. What's another good one? Is it
We're gonna
Bird
watch
Call?
another one?
Yeah, we're gonna
It's
watch
easy
another
to
one.
quote at libertymutual.com, so you only pay for what you need. Isn't that right, Limu? Sorry, one second. Oh boy. Only pay for what you need.
Yeah, I reviewed that one a few episodes ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
What did you think?
I mean, I thought it was all right. You know,
Yeah, that wasn't
I
the
thought
best.
the thing is though is that why would he carry around a fucking ring with like a bunch of bird, you know, whistles when he only needs the one for calling Limu emu. You know,
Apparently, he needs those other ones too.
apparently he's like a bird whistler. I guess I don't know. Well, that was the one commercial that I just kind of like called out, you know, from Limu Emu and Doug.
Liberty Mutual could have done better with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done worse. The ones where they're like, have the Statue of Liberty in the background, and they're just doing stupid shit.
Oh yeah.
Those aren't very funny. But Limu Emu,
I love him.
just
I love him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Too bad we didn't see many insurance commercials during the Super Bowl. I don't think there were any, you know.
no insurance commercials. Yeah, it was kind of like some of the ones you don't expect as much. Nissan, GM, and Pringles and
Pringles. Yeah.
Oikos.
Oikos. Yeah, no, that's the one that.
That was a pretty out of the left field.
I haven't heard from Oikos in a long time. We had a few breakout stars such as Polestar and
Rocket Mortgage.
Rocket Mortgage. The StockX made an appearance again. I don't know how they managed to get in there, but good for them. And we had a few stupid ones, a few really stupid ones. So such as Uber Eats.
Uber Eats was awful.
That's the worst commercial in my opinion.
It's
Worst
one of
commercial.
the worst commercials.
It's the second one where it's like it featured a TikTok commercial or a TikTok song in the background. Like the first one that I reviewed, it was a commercial that I reviewed a few months back, it was this Burger King commercial with their mascot, which is the king, Burger King, right? And it's just this dude dancing to like this fucking TikTok song, and it's just burgers, he's just fucking dancing, doing the fucking Gangnam Style fucking thing, and it might have been the worst thing I've ever seen. We are literally, this country is going to crap The Seahawks aren't winning Super Bowls. The fucking crypto fucking coins are blowing up. And Facebook wants to own reality. So on that note, we're just gonna end depressingly.
Depressingly?
Is that a adjective?
Pretty
verb?
huffy note.
Yeah. Yeah, I just worded that wrong. Well, most of these commercials were pretty dumb. Some were good. And life has no meaning. Thank you for listening. And I gotta get my language list. God damn it. Fuck. I gotta get my language list. Ah, shit. Fuck. I always forget this fucking thing. God damn it. God damn it. You wanna fucking say goodbye in a language that isn't
English.
That isn't Anglo-Saxon originating.
What?
Anglo-Saxon originating.
You need to work on your wording.
Yeah.
How do you say goodbye? Have you already done Indian?
Indian.
Let's try that.
Hold on. I was gonna pull up a language on my list, but I mean, if you want to do Indian,
Oh, you can do whatever you want on your list.
you can do Indian. I haven't done Indian. Goodbye in
Indian.
Indian. So there is no such language as Indian. Apparently.
I didn't know that. So,
Hindi would be the language.
Hindi.
So goodbye, a la vida. There you go, a la vida.
Alavida.
Well, actually, I need to do the outro first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Then
okay.
edit this part out.
Yeah, just okay. Well, that's the episode for this week. I hope you enjoyed it, all of you listening out there in Washington State, Texas, Virginia, fucking Georgia, California, all of you, and especially you, the one person listening in South Korea. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you're affiliated with. But I hope it's with the North Koreans. If so, please send this message along to Kimmy J. Kim, the next time there's a Super Bowl, I want to take you out. You, me, Jared here. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. We're gonna eat pizza. We're gonna meet. We're gonna meet a few football players. We might even play some football. I don't know. Maybe we'll meet a celebrity. Maybe we'll meet LeBron James. Right? You like basketball, don't you, Kim? Just come on out here. We'll give you a good time. And in turn, you'll lift your travel restrictions. Because that's what we all need. We all need to travel. Your people need to travel. You also need to gain some weight. So come on over. And there you go. Alright? And with that, as the Indians say, Alavida.
No Hindi.
As the Hindus say, Alavida. From me and Jared. Alavida. All right.